Hey everyone, so I just wanted to give 4 quick tips to help you with Contact Smarter. So these tips are going to help you with higher conversion rates and better response rates. So just jumping into it, tip number 1. So the first tip is going to be about your responses. So when you see here, if someone responds via text, you're going to want to make sure your response back is also in text. So here you can see on the bottom, when you're responding back, you can choose email or text message. So depending on how they respond, that's what you're going to choose. And the reason why this is so important is because it will then show up in the same chain. So it's nice and easy for that lead to then respond back again and continue the conversation. So tip number 2 is when a lead is interested and you pose to them, would you like to hop on a call so I can explain more? Instead of leaving that open-ended by saying what time works for you, you should suggest a time. So maybe say Monday at 2 o'clock or Tuesday at 3 o'clock, whatever it is, because then the lead has the option to say yes or no, versus having them need to go in their calendar and pick a time that works for them. So by doing this, you'll get a much higher conversion rate of people that will book appointments with you as well. So tip number 3 is reminders. So Contact Smarter has a feature that a lot of people don't know about, and you can set reminders right here in the program. So when should you use this feature? So every single time a lead responds, as we all know, they're removed from the sequence and you're responding back as soon as possible. So as soon as you respond, unless they're, mid-conversation, I suggest you add a reminder right away. So this person right now responded. So then as soon as you respond back, you're going to add a reminder for either later that day or early the next morning to just follow up with Brittany. So now what's going to happen is you're going to get a reminder through email saying follow up with Brittany. And if Brittany has answered already, well, that's okay because, you're having a conversation. But if she hasn't answered, now you're reminded to respond to Brittany. So this will definitely help, especially for those of you that don't have a CRM. This is a really good, replacement and holder temporarily. The last tip number 4. So when a lead responds saying, I'm not ready to buy yet, so how should you handle this? If you don't have a sequence to put them in that fits in that category, you should really know, and this is a best practice that we've found with all of our clients, a prospect and a home buyer does not know really if they're ready or not ready. A lot of times they say they're not ready because they're really nervous and they just don't have the information they need. So don't take that as it's not a good lead, but take that as they need to be informed. And this is your turn to kind of step in and say, okay, well, let's still hop on a call Monday at 2 o'clock and we can discuss, maybe when you will be ready. And a lot of times you're going to find that they are ready now. Again, they were just nervous and they didn't really know how the process worked. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed these tips and really, take advantage of them, use them, and give us feedback. Let us know anything we can do better or stronger to help with those conversions.